The drought situation, despite the rain that we've seen, is not getting any better. As you can see, big chunks of the area in red for extreme drought, 1 mark away from the highest possible level on the drought tracker. The only place we've seen a little improvement is up north, where they've actually seen some rain. In fact, you can see the drought indicator's been removed up here, and we've got abnormally dry conditions, but the majority of us still very dry. Now, we have heat advisories today, and we wanted to go over this real quick because it's going to be another hot one. Heated index values could be pushing 105 later today and through the afternoon, and that puts us here in this range where heat exhaustion is likely if you overexert yourself outside, and heat stroke is possible. So you need to make sure that you're doing this and taking the appropriate precautions while you're outdoors, like staying hydrated and taking frequent breaks. Make sure you limit the strenuous outdoor activities. Wear lightweight, light-colored clothes. And as we've been saying this, I know this is getting old hat, but we just got to remind you, make sure you're also checking on the elderly. And if you've got any pets outside, make sure that they're staying hydrated and bring them in as you can because it is going to be hot. As you see, at 6 o'clock, we'll be at 97, 93 by 8, 87 by 10, 84 by midnight. We do have some isolated thunderstorm chances right about in this range here. And they're going to be very isolated, but the good news is tomorrow they will be a little less isolated. Up through this morning, the Skywatch Storm Tracker really had nothing to show us. All that crazy stuff is not anything that's actually happening. But it does have this to show us, which is this nice bright orange color. It's heat advisories that we were talking about. They run through 8 o'clock tonight, and then they'll kick in again tomorrow and run through about 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow as well. Over the next 24 hours, temperatures will be pretty decent. Early isolated storm chances. They'll clear out overnight. The sun will return, but we also have some early morning scattered thunderstorm chances, believe it or not, and they should be clearing out by about 1 o'clock. And of course, as they do, the temperatures are going to warm up right behind them. So let's talk about those thunderstorm chances here on the future track. And you can see, first off, further west in southeast Kansas, say Yates Center, Independence, Parsons, hot. Very hot as we head into tomorrow evening. As we head into Sunday, though, as you can see, it doesn't do a lot of cooling, unfortunately, and the afternoon highs on Sunday, still the same thing. Maybe an isolated storm or two, but most of us staying dry, most of us staying hot. And as we head into Monday, we have better storm chances, which we'll talk about in the 7-day. These are the future feels likes for the rest of today, pushing close to 105 like we mentioned. And as we move into tomorrow, it's the same story. So let's talk about the rest of today. Temperatures are still expected to get into those mid to upper 90s, and then heat advisories will stick with us. Again, those isolated thunderstorm chances early to late evening, and then they'll clear out. As we head into the overnight, temperatures dropping back into the 70s, a nice mild evening with a southeast breeze and clear skies. And on the 7-day, you can see where it's going to be hot and hot and hot and hot. But the good news is by the start of next week, we have increasing scattered thunderstorm chances Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Once this system gets done with what it's doing, temperatures by the middle of next week, rather, are going to be pushing close to 100 degrees. And a quick look at the longer range, it's going to be toasty next week. But at least we're getting a few rain chances in there to help break up some of this heat.